What's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Emails at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. Looks like roughly 90 truck drivers were left stranded on the road. Their fuel cards were cut off, and they were said to go to the nearest rider. And now the company is saying that they're going to do their best to try to pay them their final paycheck. They get an email, not a phone call, but an email stating that the doors were closing. You know, this link comes from FreightWaves here. Michigan-based Sunset Logistics abruptly ceases operation. Now, the Gainey-owned trucking company blames economy lender for failing to pay 90 drivers and employees. Now, about 90 truck drivers and office personnel who worked for Titan Transportation Services, Inc., doing business as Sunset Logistics of Grand Rapids, Michigan, say they're owed their final paycheck in escrow after receiving a string of emails from company execs notifying them that the doors are closing. First question I have for all the Mutha Truckers out there. If you are going to lose your job, do you want that in an email or would you rather a phone call? You know, here it is, the last paycheck in escrow. It says, "Good morning. We are waiting on an upcoming meeting with our lender to determine if we can pay a final paycheck and repay escrow. It is in their hands, but please understand that we're doing everything we can to make sure you are paid what you are owed." Now, this came from Mason Gainey. It says here, one driver who asked to be anonymous said he was about 2 hours from home on September 29th when notified of the company's closure. The driver said he was told that Sunset Logistics has been going through financial struggles since March, but because of economic reasons that the owner had used hundreds of thousands of dollars of his own money to try to float the business. You know, the driver said others working for Sunset Logistics weren't so lucky and were scattered across the country, you know, without working fuel cards when they received this email. So let's hear what truck drivers that worked for Sunset Logistics has to say. It says, "Shake my head. Sunset Logistics transportation owner is not a very good person. He closed the doors on employees this morning without any warning. Couldn't even be bothered to tell his drivers himself that he was going on. So my husband and many others with families, homes, and bills were left with no job. It's sickening. That's all these people have to try and quickly come up with income while the owner of the place has no regard for his employees. He just let go without any kind of backup plan. Shame on you, buddy. I know you in the truck industry that this is kind of thing happens, but that should change. God bless all those drivers and their families." You know, another driver says, another attempt by greedy yet incompetent trucking execs to steal owner-operators escrow. Gainey knows full well from his last trucking company failure, the escrow was never his property. What is it just as bad is that he doesn't even have the class to get his trucks home. He just abandons the drivers like the criminal from Arrow Trucking. Ooh. Another driver says, "Wow, this is a post I can't believe I'm doing. So I've been working at Sunset Logistics for about a year and a half, and I loved it. We had a meeting today that came out knowing where that they were going to close the doors next month. Me and my lady closed on that house too, right at the perfect timing. So I'm going to hang in there. My dad too, as well as with the safety directors. So we both out here looking for jobs. I hope things are better around this time next year. I'm over this year now. Love you all." Wait up. This is crazy. So it sounds like he actually got word a month before that the company was closing. Not all drivers was as lucky. Now, Jeannie says Sunset Logistics Titan Transportation closes doors at midnight on September 26th of 2023. We were one of the teams that got the phone call at 8:30 a.m. on the 26th informing us we were under a load. So it looks like some people got an email, some got a phone call, but overall, it looks like, yeah, all the drivers were left stranded. And, you know, the fuel cards were shut off. They were said to go to the closest rider to drop off their truck and find their way home. So, you know, it's just, what are your thoughts? You know, if you're going out of business, if you know you're going out of business, you know, is this the way you do it, right? The Gainey family is well known in the transportation industry. Buddy's dad, Harvey N. Gainey II, who died November 21st, owned Michigan-based Gainey Corp., which filed for bankruptcy in 2008. After Senior Gainey failed to repay more than $238 million of $260 million loan to lenders. And so it looks like a little bit of the family curse here when it comes to businesses that